Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the Be the CEO of Your Life live show with me, Yvonne of Amaze Yourself. Here we make business growth easier. I share strategies and insights to help you double your business while reducing your working hours. Plus, you'll hear from industry experts who reveal how to scale with focus and freedom. So get ready to work smart, earn more, and live better. And tune in, get inspired, and take your business to the next level. And today we're going to talk about something that may not shock you after Blue Monday. Blue Monday is the day that everybody goes like, oh my gosh, it's still winter for most of us. I actually set goals and I made some New Year's resolutions and it's really not working. I just came out of a conversation with a client where we talked about how they already felt like, they wanted to work on their goals, but they didn't feel that their foundation was set in stone. And that's actually what happens with a lot of people. We think at the end of the year and at the beginning of the new year, oh, there's so many things I want to work on. And then we get very enthusiastic. Give me 1 second. All right, so I think this is better. Yeah. Then we get very enthusiastic and we start, thinking of all the things we want. And as a business owner, it's not so much resolutions, it's more goals that you set for your business. But did you know that only 9 to 12%, I will repeat that, only 9 to 12% of the people stick to their resolutions. And that is really, really sad. And, it's definitely not for you this year, is it? It is the reason why so many resolutions and so many goals, for that matter, fail is because a lot of people set unrealistic goals. They have unrealistic expectations. They don't plan, they are unclear, and they really, really set themselves up for failure. So as an example, I know that some clients really want to double their business, right? But they feel it's a stretch, but they want to double their business. But as a goal, they don't say double my business, they said triple my business. And I am so in favor of, pushing yourself, stretching yourself. But I also know that sometimes it actually backfires. Because if you feel that goal is unattainable, if you feel it's never going to happen this year, guess what? It is not inspiring, it is not motivating, it is actually the opposite. It is only inspiring if you also see a way, if you have a strategy in place that is going to take you to that tripled revenue, that is going to take you to the 10x income. If not, it is very likely meaning that you will not be one of the 9 or 12% of people that is reaching and that is keeping their resolutions. And, business owners struggle even more because they have so many competing priorities and endless responsibilities. And in the beginning of the year, they're very enthusiastic, especially because they just had a break. They feel like, whatever is going to happen, I'm going to make it this year. And trust me, you are. But they get so enthusiastic, they keep on piling and piling and piling and piling more and more onto what they already need to do. And the downside is that they do not take anything away. So instead of then starting the year fresh and inspired, they actually already start overwhelmed because there is no room for the expansion that they so desperately need. So what do you do then? Well, let's talk about the importance of actionable goals, right? Because there's a difference between resolutions, what you want to do, and actionable goals. And what I mean by that, so there's an example. If I write down, I want to grow my business, one of the first things I think about is that I need to get more clients. So if I write it down, it's a resolution, get more clients. But If I make that into an actionable goal, I write down, reach out to 3 new prospects per day. Do you feel the difference? Get more clients or reaching out to 3 new prospects on a daily basis? Which one do you think is more likely to succeed? The one with the, reach out to, get more clients, or reach out to 3 specific ones? If you get into actionable goals instead of resolutions, you provide yourself with clarity, with structure, and it is easier to measure, it is easier to maintain, and you actually know when you've hit the goal. Okay, now the next step you need to do is that you should not go overboard. Okay, you need to align your goals with your current reality. And what I mean by that is that I really, really want to stress how important it is that you assess where you are before you set your goals, right? It's not the intention of a new year to just pile on again and again more things to do. It's actually the opposite. So really look at what's in my schedule already. What are the things that haven't yielded the results that I wanted in the past year? What of those things do I have to continue to do? And you will be surprised because it's not that much. Right? It's actually less than you think. So what can I take away? What did go really well? And I really encourage you to actually, get the goals in line with what's already working for you, because you go from good to better to best. Okay. And then don't overload your schedule. Make sure that there is room for these new actionable goals, because overloading your schedule means not progress. It means you're going to get overwhelmed, you're going to get annoyed, you're going to get irritated, you might burn out. It's really not the way to go. So let go of certain tasks, let go of certain things you do, but most of all, think about what are the things that you're stop doing, that you're trading in for the new things that you're adding to your goals. Okay? And then, very important in this respect as well, is that it's not just I want it, so it's going to happen. Because trust me, willpower brings you very far. It's the question of, it starts with a why. Why do you want it? That's really, really important. So you have to, when you set your goals, when you set your resolutions, they need to support the life you want to live. But with living your life comes also determining how much money do you need, how much are you going to work, and how much are you not going to work, and are you going to, be free, right? Now, willpower gets you really far. We've seen that again and again, but it fades over time. You get tired, you lose energy, you've done it so long, you're not seeing the results yet, la, 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 la. So it fades out. That's why I always suggest to use systems to back you up. Now, many think of systems immediately of automation, which of course is great. You can use automation for many things, and with AI these days, there's many, many more. But I'm already thinking about simple things like time blocking in your calendar. Had a conversation again today with a client who was, starting a new strategy at the beginning of the year, very committed to make it work. But she was reaching out to 18 prospects every week. And she was like, well, how am I going to do that? Because there's already so much going on. So we discussed how she could time block in her calendar certain moments in the week that allowed her to work on reaching out to prospects. And she didn't want to, completely overload her calendar, but by time blocking these days, and she was choosing 3 days a week. She knew it was on the calendar. She knew she couldn't, book anything else. And she knew she was working on this, what she really wanted, 3 days a week. So time blocking is amazing. Another thing to think about is using your CRM system for follow-ups, for tracking. Whatever you do, make sure that you track where you're going. That's where we link it again to the actionable goals. Remember, get more clients or reach out to 3 prospects each week. The 3 prospects we can track, right? That's what we want. And then if you come to it, you can automate repetitive tasks, you can outsource them, or get a system to help you. And it really will make you more focused. It will diminish the fatigue, because if it is a repetitive thing, you have outsourced it, and that might be to a VA or to someone in your team, or an automation takes it over. So it's not likely to make mistakes, and that's why you are very, very keen to keep going. And then, how do you know you're going in the right direction, right? Because that's another thing that keeps you motivated. If you know this is working, this is truly working. And trust me, if you have set up a good strategy and you have aligned your goals to your vision, it is going to happen. So it starts with your vision, you then get your goals, and then your strategy, which means that you will take actions in line with your strategy, in line with your goals, leading to your vision. That's how it should be done. So how do you make sure that your systems are working? Well, you're going to track your progress. You're going to see that you are on track. And you start to really focus on your progress, right? You really track what's happening. And I don't want you to go for perfection, because perfection is really not the way to go. Because that's another thing I often see. Oh, this is what I want to do this year. I want to start a live. I want to start a podcast. Oh, but how do I do it? I need the fancy intro. I need the music. I need la 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 la. No, you need a video and you need to start. Rather start and then make it perfect than have it perfect and never start. Trust me on this. You rather start and just go with it, learn it along the way, hire the people along the way before setting it all up and making it all perfect, right? Now, the other thing that you need to do is you need to celebrate. And I had another coaching session today. I had many coaching sessions. And one of the things was, I had a client who had been working towards a goal for weeks, actually months. And every week we have weekly check-ins. Every week he told me, it's not there yet. Oh gosh, I wish it was there. It's not there yet. Working on it. I wish it was there. This week he told me it's there. It's all checked off. It's all good. Ta-da! And I asked him, how did you celebrate? And he just looked at me. I didn't celebrate. And if you do not celebrate, it's going to mess with your mind. Yes, you're hungry for more. Yes, you want it better. Yes, you want it bigger. Yes, you want more money to come, more impact, more people, more clients, what have you. Of course, that's why you're in business, right? You want to grow. But take a moment to celebrate. And trust me, you can celebrate with champagne, but you do not always have to celebrate with champagne. Just, taking a moment, taking a cuppa, and just take a moment to take it all in and to realize how far you've come. Or discuss it over dinner, or cook a special meal, have a cookie with your tea. It doesn't have to be big, but you can. If you've reached a goal that you're extremely proud of, buy something special for yourself. Why not? But celebrate the small wins as much as the big wins, and make sure to check in every week to see how you're doing and how you're on track with respect to your goals. That really, really keeps you sane and keeps away the overwhelm. Now, there's another element that is going to help you to keep your goals and your resolutions, and to make sure that you are in the 9% of the people that is actually making their goals work. And that is, you need to build in some flexibility. And what do I mean by that? You know, sometimes life happens, right? Sometimes things go totally haywire or totally work out in a different way. And then you really need to be able to adjust. You really need to, you know, think things through. Remember, when you're setting the goals right now for the beginning of the year, that's a long time. That's 12 months. Nobody knows how excited you will be at the end of the year for the goals you set for this year. And too often, I see some of my clients and they go at the end of the year and they reflect and they go like, you know what? I don't know why I wanted that so badly at the beginning of the year. During the year, it didn't feel as important as all. And that's why I kind of let it go. But the opposite happens as well. They come to me and they tell me, this, I'm so excited about this. You know, listen, they're even developing AI tools and other systems that can help us, and that can help us, you know, with more ease and time saving, and, you know, reaching out to potential clients. It is built at this moment. So maybe the one thing you want to do in 2 months isn't really invented yet. And then what are you going to say? I'm not going to do it because I've set my goals. You need to be flexible. The one thing that needs to be clear is, how much do you want your business to grow? Money wise, percentage, where do you see it going? And all the rest, you can, if need be flexible about. Now, I'm not saying, oh, go on and constantly change your goals, because that would mean that you really haven't thought your goal through. And you need to think your goal through, right? You need to be very vigilant in what you're writing it down, because that's important. Yes, you have to have quarterly check-ins, a very long check-in halfway through the year, but you really need to make sure that you set your goals well. But that's the next point. Make sure that you set the goals that matter to you. And I already said it earlier, you have to start, and I'm trying to see whether I can share something with you. I don't think I can. No. All right. That's something for the next time, where I actually can share a drawing board, because I love to share that with you. But right now I can't. But basically, it starts with your vision. Where do you see your life, your business, yourself in the future? What is it that you are building? What do you see in front of you if you know everything is possible and you could not fail? That's your vision, right? Who are you impacting? Who are you working with? How much is your company grown? What does your team look like? What do you do? You know, or maybe you don't do anything anymore. But really make sure that you focus on your vision. Have it crystal clear. Have also crystal clear how you fit in that picture. What do you do? How do you behave? How do you dress? How do you think? How do you act? Who do you interact with? Who do you in no way interact with anymore? Do you work out? Do you meditate? How many hours do you sleep? What do you eat? Who are you with? Paint the picture. That's where it starts, with your vision. And that's in the future. And then you bring it back to, okay, that's in the future. Now bringing it back to here, right? 1 year ahead. If I want that vision, then what do I see for myself 1 year ahead that's very aligned with my vision, my long-term goals? But it is a stepping stone to get there. What do I want for my life, for my business, for myself? Again, what do you do? How do you act? You get the drill, right? That is what you need to have very clear. So your vision in a year. That is then the foundation to build your goals upon. If that is what I want in a year time, knowing what I want in 5 years, what do I need to do today? What are my goals? How many clients do I need to attract? What do I need to sell? What do I need to stop doing? How many team members do I need to hire? What do I need to automate? Which clients do I serve? How much impact do I make? What are my social media channels? What are the channels that I get clients through? All the things you need to think about and you need to put in your goals. But remember, you have a whole year. So you may think about all the things you want to do, but also make sure that you prioritize them in time and don't overwhelm yourself with too many things. And the one thing you also need to think about is, what are your values? And are they aligned and are they incorporated in your goals as well? Because your goals then lead to a strategy that tells you which actions you need to take on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, and my fingers don't work, on a daily basis. That's how you get to exponentially grow your business. So, just to summarize this all, why resolutions fail? Only 9 to 12% of the people really make their resolutions and their goals work, because many work with unrealistic expectations. You need to go from, growing my business to making it, there you go, specific to how many people I'm reaching out, okay? Or whatever your goal is, but make it an actionable goal. Make sure that your goals are aligned with your current reality. Stop overloading your calendar and make sure that you stop the things that you no longer do or that don't yield you the results. Make sure that you incorporate systems like habits, rhythms, working with daily check-ins. Make sure that you have a CRM system for follow-up, that you block time. Make it happen for you in the way you like to work. And even when you don't like planning, there are so many possibilities for you, because if you do not work with a certain rhythm, it's not going to happen. Track your progress and celebrate. Track your small wins and celebrate. Really, really make sure that you see how you're doing so you can adjust your actions or your goals, because that's the next thing. Nothing is set in stone. So make sure to have that flexibility when halfway the year a new thing comes around that's going to help you tremendously, or when you've decided that something else needs to happen. And then lastly, and maybe I should have started with that, you need to set goals that matter and that help you to really build that vision that you have in front of you and that you know is what you want to achieve. Wow, this was a lengthy session because it is something that I'm very, very, very passionate about. So I'm very happy that you watched. If you have any queries, please hit me up. Leave me a comment. I always love comments. And if you have any new topics that you would like me to talk about, or you want to go on with me in this show, you're more than welcome to. Please leave me a comment underneath the video, and I will get you here, or I will talk about this in the next show. And yeah, it's always a pleasure. The one thing I want to say is, if you're watching this, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is the year where we're going to share so many valuable insights on YouTube about how to grow, to double, to triple, and to 10x your business without the grind. And it's an amazing channel, and you will see, if you subscribe to that channel, some content that is not shared on any other platform. So subscribe today. I think I need to point up, and really, really, you would make my day if you do that. And with that, we've come to the end of the Be the CEO of Your Life show. So thank you for joining us on the Be the CEO of Your Life live show. If you're an agency owner looking to double your business while working less, let's connect. My Freedom Accelerated program is here to guarantee growth without a grind. Connect with me here on this platform or visit me on www.amaze-yourself.com to discover how we can take your business to the next level. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same